Hey, what's going on, good people? Let me do this right quick. I can't see the damn screen. Power saving mode. Damn, there we go. Bring that light bright in. All right, Austin, appreciate it. Addie Royal, what's up? The Young Phases, how you doing today? Left-handed Aquarius. Try using your right hand. Dad joke. Hey, what's going on? Priscilla, a better me. A better me too. Kawana Floyd, how you doing? Black Karma, hey, nah. Mr. LT, hey everybody, hey everybody. Mario 2502, what's going on? Yeah, been a while. RDZ Lyrics, what's going on with you? Hey, that's blasting from France. Oh shit, nah. Yeah, bonjour. I'm multilingual on your ass. Hey, everybody, I'm finna jump on into this thing, right? So I wanna come to you guys, right? And I just wanna ask a question. Kimberly, what's up with you? I wanna ask a question. I'll be speaking French. I'm gonna learn a different language. Bonjour, mon frère spiritual. I'm gonna learn what that means. So, but good people, check me out, right? A lot of stuff is going good for me. Kids are happy. Everything is going good for me. I got no complaints, no worries, no stress. Channel doing well. People are sharing me. They are liking the videos. I mean, everything is going quite well. So this morning I get up and I go into my prayer closet because I just had a sense of uneasiness, like there's something wrong. And I pulled out my book, my pad that I write down when I'm trying to focus on my meditation because I write down what it is I'm experiencing. So when I go into my meditation closet, my mind ain't jumping around the 10,000 different things. And if it do, I can focus back on the 4 or 5 things that I have written down. So I'm looking at the 4 or 5 things I had written down that I want to really meditate on. And as I'm meditating on these things, I'm like getting like, there's nothing wrong. There's no conflict. There's no problem financially. Granted, I'm not making the money I was a year ago doing this. I mean, but it's you're gonna have some up days and some bad days. You're gonna have good seasons, bad seasons, or unproductive seasons, I should say. So, but I'm not worried about it. But as I got into my meditation, I just can't escape the fact that something has been taken from me. I can't escape the fact that something that I was robbed, that I was bamboozled, hoodwinked, that somebody stole some shit from me. So I put an X on my list and I went down and I wrote down, Spirit, what was stolen? What was stolen? And when I asked Spirit that, I closed my eyes, I opened my hands, and I sat down comfortably. And I just said, what was stolen from me? Not taken, not given away. I specifically focused on the word stolen because of the negative energy it projects out there in the universe. Because I've been doing this old positive thinking, this old affirmation. I'm great. I'm big. I'm good. I'm sexy. I'm this. I've been doing all the positive shit. But I have not focused on the trauma and the damage. Now, we focus on trauma as it happens and unfold in our life. It happened, oh, ex has done this to me. You know, children done this to me. Mom did this to me. Dad did this to me. We focus on that type of trauma. Oh, the system fucked us over. We focus on that type of trauma. Sometimes we focus on who has physically given us trauma, punched us, kicked us, beat us. But we never focus on the trauma of what was stolen from us. So let me think. I say, Spirit, what was stolen? Because I'm feeling this sense that it's something that was here, it was here, and here, and even down below. I'm gonna hit all three of them: head, heart, and genitals. And it's like, what was stolen? Cause I feel a sense of longing. Something is missing. So as I begin to focus on that, you know, Spirit, what was stolen, they revealed something to me. And I don't know if this is going to make sense to you all, but I want you all to really try this. They said what was stolen from me was the sense of urgency, was the sense of dependability. So I say, why would dependability and urgency come together? These are two different things. I've learned never to depend on anybody but myself. You know, because I'm old school. You know, '70s kid. You know, latchkey kid. You know, motherfucker didn't eat some days. So I learned that ain't nobody gonna take care of me. Only depend on me. So they say your dependency was stolen from you. So I say, Spirit, elaborate, please, because I'm a self-made man. You know, I done walked off two jobs to start two, three businesses, and I'm doing quite well. So why should I long for dependency? And they said, when you was put through all that strife, when you were put through all that bullshit, all that malice in your life, and you said you had no one else to depend on but yourself, that only you can get yourself out of this, only you can deal with whatever the fuck you got to go on. It's not taking responsibility, it's saying that only you. We lost a sense of who I can love, who I can feel with, who I can grow with, who I can be vulnerable with. And Spirit says, this is why you're crying every morning. This is why you cry before you go to sleep. And people, listen to me good, because I can't be the only one. This is why you cry yourself to sleep at night when everything is going good in your life. Is because you sit up there and you realize at the end of the day you have no one to depend on. No matter how much somebody sit up there and say, I love you, I'm gonna be here for you, I'll die for you, I'll die with you. In your heart of hearts, you know that if the choice came down to it, they self-preservation would take over because they are operating out of dependency too. So your dependency was robbed from you. Now we sit up here and we say, oh, it was robbed out of us because of necessity, because we have to be tough, we have to be strong, we can't rely on anybody else. But tell me how the good it would motherfucking feel if you just wake up one morning and you realize you had that one person, let alone not just one person, you had a group of people, a clique, a clack, a gang, a structured infrastructure of humans that you can sit up there and say, I know without a shadow of a doubt, come hell or high water, that bitch gonna ride with me and I'm gonna ride for them. That I could depend on them if I ain't got my rent, I ain't got my rent money. I know I could depend on them without judgment. I know if I fall short or if I become a pariah, in the eyes of society, my friends, or I get caught up in some shit. I know these people are gonna have my back unequivocally. I can depend on them. It will feel fucking good. But while I was in that closet this morning, Spirit said you was robbed of your dependency. Since you was a little child and you were getting abused, since you was getting jumped in the corner, since your brothers and sisters and your mama was traumatizing you and abusing you, you never really saw anybody on the face of this earth other than yourself that you could depend on, that you could be vulnerable with. Yeah, you done had some great times with your partner. You done had some good times with your wives and your girlfriends and your boyfriends. We get it. I understand. But with all of this shit going around, saying that how you could only depend on yourself and you shouldn't depend on nobody else, man, that is robbery. Because the human species is built on communication, community, neighborly. And it brought tears to my eyes that I'm such a self-made person. Just like the majority of you all. You all are so self-fucking made that you don't know how it feels to have someone to depend on. And I'm finna hit you with some real shit. By you not knowing what it feels to have somebody to depend on, that's an emotion that we never get to touch. That's an emotion that we never get to explore. That's a feeling that makes us our totality, that makes us ourself. By you never having the luxury, the pleasure to be an honest version of yourself to say, hey, God damn it, I'm weak. I need a little counseling over here. I need to be built up over here. God damn it, I'm stressing. I don't know if I could take it. I'm about to hit a reset button. I'm about to fall. I don't know what to do with myself. Hell, I look good in these clothes, but inside I feel fat, ugly, stink, dark, purple, white, black, green. I just don't feel worthy. And you put on that fake ass smile and you spray on that cheap ass perfume and you go out there and you act the fucking part, knowing that only thing you need some days is just a fucking hug. Some days you just need somebody to, hey man, can I just talk to you one on one? Can I depend on you to just listen? Don't give me no rebuttal. Don't give me a motherfucking. Don't give me a solution. Just listen, man. If I don't get this out of me, it's festering and turning into a dark spot to which I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Y'all, hold on right quick. I got my cat outside, and if I swear if that fucking dog done came, I'm finna put a hole in his ass. You okay, Lacey, baby? Oh, you beat him up? Oh, well, Lacey didn't need me. She just beat up a dog. The same little dog that stole my Zaxby's off the porch a year ago. I hate that dog. Back to this, y'all. But imagine how good that would feel if you had that one person or that group that you can just, like you say, vent to, just be vulnerable with, depend on, to just see you for you, not what you can do for them. See, everybody, it becomes so obvious that everybody can see that you have made strides from the life that you lived or the person that you were, or we can see the shit that you have overcome and we can see your personal growth, but you don't see where I needed somebody to depend on, because growing This way has made me angry, has made me bitter, has made me judgmental. When only thing I want to be is the softest, most kindest teddy bear that you can imagine. We got to have contingency plans for contingency plan for contingency plans, and then a backup plan for that one. Just in order to survive being entertained by somebody. Well, I was sad this morning. And I was crying when Spirit told me that, like, you was robbed of your ability to depend on somebody. Yeah, I'm a Leo sign, and I'm arrogant and all that shit. I know what I know my effect I have on the world and people. I get it. But having somebody that you could depend on in a jam, emotional support, financial support, physical support, spiritual support, we don't know how that feels. Oh, it's not just me. I'm nothing special in that realm. But people, I'm here to tell you, this pain you feeling, waking up sad every morning, wanting to cry your heart out, and you don't know what's going on. You got your family, you got your kids, you got your money, you got your job, you got a nice car, you got a nice house, whatever the fuck it is. You weigh the pros and cons of your life, and you just feel like, bitch, I'm sad on the inside. I'm hurting, I'm painful. I don't know what it is, and y'all praying to every God, deity, a source of inspiration on the planet, looking at your audio books and all that shit there. And you're wondering, why am I still feeling like shit? Why do I still feel like I'm not me? Why do I feel like I just can't be? Because we aren't operating in our totality, people. And I know when I sit up here and talk about our ancestors, I know what I'm saying. I know what the message they're giving to me to heal our ancestors, and I'm doing what I can. But the day Spirit told me, talk about you, man. Talk about the people in the flesh and blood in the here and now. Everybody has been robbed of this. We have been robbed of our God given right to have somebody to depend on. Who took it? I don't know. Did the angels take it? Did the demons take it? Did the devil take it? Did Jesus take it when we all went to Jesus Christ School of Thought? The basic instruction before leaving earth, I said like that. And we say, oh, come to Jesus just now. He will save you. Did we give it up there? Because they say don't depend on anybody in your circle. Just depend on him. Lean into his word. The more I was in there praying and thinking about it, I said, God damn it, that they cursed me. They cursed me to believe in something outside myself is to depend on something that I have to beg for attention. I have to beg an outside source for attention. I have to rely and depend that an outside source will make a choice one day to help me, to allow me to feel vulnerable, to heal me to the point I can't even trust my own brothers and sisters. I can't trust good people on the street that's going through the same shit I'm going through. Now, I'm not here to bash up Christianity. I'm not a Christian. I'm not here to bash up Islam. I'm not a Muslim. I'm not here to bash up any other spiritual system out there. I'm talking about my personal experience and some of you all. When we join these religious organizations and we say put all your faith in that of the unknowing, and we say this is our faith-based system. All spirituality is faith-based system. And then we hear that one brother, that one sister say, hey man, depend on yourself, rely on yourself. We look at that person with a side eye. I love your message, but damn, I'm still gonna give thanks to Jesus. I'm still gonna give thanks to Buddha, Allah, for giving me this car. When you work your ass off and got that car. When you went and you asked the bank to give you that car, you went and you talked to your boss for overtime. You was in a vulnerable state and you needed to depend on something, so you only depended on yourself. And this is good though. But while we out there being so tough, strong, and badass, we done lost touch with each other. It's to the point today we don't know who we can trust. We don't know if we can trust somebody to be our comfort nowadays. We don't know if we could trust somebody to hold our wallet or our purse while we go to the bathroom without a bitch going in it. We don't know if we could trust somebody with our phone, our data, without motherfuckers swiping and seeing shit and texting shit back to them to use against you in the past, or I mean in the future, or to have leverage over you. We don't know if we can trust somebody to go pick up our kids from daycare because we got to work extra hours to make it. So we take a risk of getting off work early, fucking up our job because we have nobody to depend on. Spirits say this was sheer robbery. They stole this from us. They stole our ability to depend on each other. Now, I'm finna break it down to where it is because I want you guys to repost this or either do reaction videos to it. Because you guys can't hide no more. You guys can't get the knowledge and just sit up there and be entertained for 10 minutes and then throw it away and wait for the next fucking entertainment to come along. You guys are gonna have to start nulling this shit over in your head. You're gonna have to start having those conversations with your kids, your friends, and your families. And you can see the pain, the suffering that people are going through. And then you can offer them a slight of something to where they can depend on you to make their life better. Because right now everything is entertainment. An hour listening to the Baron is entertainment. But are you guys getting what the Baron is saying? Are you guys getting that the Baron is trying to heal you, trying to heal you, trying to heal your ancestors, and trying to make you guys see that you are the gods and goddesses of your own universe and creation? When I went over my list this morning of who I could depend on, that bitch was small. 3 people total. And I raised the eyebrow to them 3. I'm like, okay. Just being blood raw. This is friends, family, fraternity brothers, Masonic connections, relationships. I raised the eyebrow and said, damn, is my list of dependable people around me this motherfucking small? And he said, yes, because you was robbed. Because you don't know how to love properly. They don't know how to love you properly. Everything comes at a cost. If I show you some interest, that means I need to screw you. That means you need to screw me. If I show you some interest or I'm interested in what you got going on, that either means I'm trying to steal your idea or I'm trying to wait for the sign to make fun of you. So we keep it in. Well, people, I'm tired of going to sleep with tears in my eyes. I'm tired of waking up in the morning, going in that closet, talking to my spirits, my saints, my deities, myself, to try to feel better before I go out the door. I have to put this big ass fucking shield of protection around me, and I can't let nobody get close. I'm tired, people. You tired too. How many of you go to bed sad and crying? You got to watch your television and get your mind to some shit. So you can go to bed and hopefully you have a good sleep. You wake up in the morning, you ain't even got to turn on the TV to hear nothing bad. You just, feel like, God damn, I just feel so bad. Why do you think that's so? Because in our heart, we know we've been robbed, man. We've been stolen from. We don't know who stole it. One of the things that was stolen from us is our ability to depend on one another. I'm a firm believer the world ain't so bad. The people in the world ain't so horrendous and horrible and so bad that we can't depend on one another anymore. We can't form a community. Shit, we can't even form a spiritual community because we can't depend on one another to help each other out. Your shit ain't good as mine. My shit ain't good as yours. Your form of divination is shit. My form of divination is the proper way. My saint's stronger than your saint. We can't depend on nothing. But let me tell you something I learned from being a spiritualist these past 15, 20 years. My way of divination ain't the best. It ain't the only way. It's a damn good way. My way of worshiping myself, my spirit, my entities, my way of praying is a goddamn good way, but it ain't the best. It may be something out there better. And you goddamn right. If you call me and you tell me something I need to do, goddamn it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put what you say into practice. I may not agree with it. It may be so foreign to me. But goddamn it, I'm gonna do it. Because I need the experience. And if I get the goddamn results that I need, goddamn it, that's added to my arsenal. That becomes part of my whole. That means I can depend on that person to give me an answer when I have none. But people, we've been robbed. We've been robbed from the powers that be, by religious organizations. We've been robbed. And we too damn caught up in our own personal grievances and our own personal losses to realize that we've been robbed. We can't depend on each other anymore. I was asked a question yesterday. The person said, I'll be there for you no matter what. And they said, do you believe it? Again, now I've already, what's going on with you? What happened? What's this? I questioned the simple fact versus saying, let me give this person a chance to prove that they will be there for me. I totally blocked that shit out and say, it has to be an underlying meaning. I hurt that person's feeling, even though the person probably didn't show it. I hurt that person's feeling. How is that person going to believe I can be there for them when I can't believe they'll be there for me? But we better than everybody else because, I only can depend on myself. So I know I can be there for that person, rather that person going to be there for me because I'm built different. No, we are built just alike. You're not living in a different dimension other than me. You're not living in a different world other than me. Your circumstances of the powers that be, religious intersections that comes upon our life, they're no different. We got indoctrinated the same fucking way. We were told about slavery. We were told about Jesus Christ, Buddha, Allah, everything else. We were told about African spirituality. We were told about this. Your understanding, understanding, overstanding, whatever you want to dress it up as, was no difference from mine. But we'll sit up here and say, ain't nobody built like me. On the contrary, everybody built like you. They just haven't gotten the extra blocks that made you who you are. Or they just haven't taken out the shit that made you as bitter as you are. But every single person is built like every single person on the planet. And if we keep up with this mindset that everybody ain't built like me, then you'll realize you can't depend on nobody. And that will be your mindset from here to fuck on out. So I think everybody built like me. I think it's some people out there built better than me, built tougher than me, mentally, physically, and all that shit. Have I seen them? Have I found them? No. But on the flip side of that, have I tried to look? Have I tried to look for the best in people? Have I tried to look for anybody better than me? No, because ain't nobody built like me. My version of me is the best there will ever be. Now, I'm not saying put yourself second because, again, ain't nobody better than me in my world, in my universe. But this is my thought process, my creation. I play second fiddle to none. That person plays second fiddle to none in their universe, in their reality. But if you sit your ass down and you realize, like, okay, in this is as far as you've gone, this is as far as you can go. But somebody over here in their reality, what they've done with their life, they have just went just a little bit above your ass. So sometimes you can take some teaching. Sometimes you can depend on this person to teach your ass something. But we've been robbed of the ability to depend on anybody. And if we can't depend on nobody, then we gonna stay trapped and we gonna grow slow. We're gonna grow slow. We're gonna grow slow because we don't want to take criticism from anybody, constructive criticism. We don't want to take inspiration from anybody because you need to be original. You need to have your own shit brewing. You ever heard this? And we losing people. We losing. I'm looking for somebody I could depend on. I'm looking for a tribe. I'm looking for a cult. I'm looking for a house. I'm looking for a set. I'm looking for somebody who I know will have my back no matter fucking what. If I get put on the news for killing 13 million fucking people, he did it because he had to. He had his reasons. I don't agree with it, but goddamn it, that's my brother. This is what I want. I need to be able to come to somebody if I done did something horrendous. Hey man, I really fucked up and I just need you to listen to me and not judge. I did it. I did. You ain't got to be my friend after this. You ain't got to talk to me. Just let me know I can depend on you to know that I am me. And the best feeling on the planet, somebody can sit out there and say, I understand you and I see you for who you are. And although what you did was wrong, and I'm just hypothetically speaking, although what you did was wrong, brother, you can depend on me that I'm going to make sure I view you in a positive light for who you are. And that gives people peace of mind and solace. And I don't got to cry no more. You won't have to cry no more. Everybody sit up there and say, oh yeah, I had a checkered motherfucking past. I done some shit. Everybody done been gangsters. Everybody done been whores. Everybody done been fucking murderers, killers, rapists, whatever you want to fucking call it. We know we done that shit. We done had bad situations. Not everybody done the same bullshit in their past, but everybody got a checkered, fucked up past. We get it. But neither one of us got nobody we can really rely on without judgment and saying, can I depend on you to let me bear this, my soul, and get this off your chest? See, the Catholics came up with a system for that. The Catholics say, hey, you can go inside this little box and you can talk to a preacher who don't get to see your face, a priest who don't get to see your face, let alone you don't get to see him, and you can bear your soul to that person. You can say all the grimy, nasty shit you done did to your wives, on your husband, to your husband, and you could walk out that booth feeling like that Catholic person you just talked to, that priest you just spoke with, didn't judge you. And you could go on, and then you do it again, and you go back to that same essence. But then again, you realize when you think about it, that's just a spiritual system. That's part of the spiritual system. But instead of a motherfucker behind a blank curtain, because they set the blueprint, how about I look you in your eyes, stay in the windows of your soul, and I want to hear you say, man, You can depend on me to help you in your situation. You can depend on me to make sure you're okay in life. You can depend on me to make sure your family gonna be fed. If you can't do it, you can depend on me and mean it. I don't care what you did. I don't care what I heard. How about this one? Let's go to a positive side. Let's say you the biggest charity person on the planet. You give your all and all and all. You make sure everybody happy, fed, and good in your community and to your family. You make sure everything going right. Philanthropy, altruistic, whatever goddamn word you could say. And then you look at yourself and you say, I know they can depend on me because I'm going to get up every morning and I'm going to say a prayer for them. I'm going to get up every day and I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to hand out sandwiches. I'm going to hand out soups. I'm going to protest. I'm going to march. I'm going to walk the walk. I'm going to take the fight. I'm going to get my head cracked in for my community, my culture, and my people. Because, God damn it, I'm the greatest. I'm the best. I'm good. And then the people that you're helping out so much, they will look at you and they'll find a flaw and they'll say, I can't depend on that person because at the end of the day, that person is for self. That person doing it because they just want to be recognized. That person doing it because they got an underhand agenda. I don't think humanity is that fucked up, people. I damn sure don't think our spiritual community that fucked up. It's because of the robbery that took place. And God damn it, if I could meditate and pinpoint who took it and what date and era, whether it was this lifetime, last lifetime, if I could pinpoint when it was taken, I would damn sure go and get it back. Because it is so fucking lonely, people. It is so lonely having to guard your heart, having to guard your words, having to guard your brain. It is so fucking lonely. They say it's lonely at the top. Baby, now I know what they're talking about. It's so lonely at the top when you got what you need and you done got to where you got to be and you done evolved spiritually, you done evolved financially, and then you realize there's nobody on your level, nobody you can trust, depend on, whatever. It's so fucking lonely. And you find yourself going down in the muck and the dirt of to hang out with the scum, to hang out with the scumbag just to get a sense of emotion. I'm talking from experience. Some of y'all can't admit this to yourself because you're so high and mighty on the spiritual hawk. I get it. You done did what you did. You done went through your dark night of the soul. But ask yourself a question. By you cleaning your soul up, by you cleaning yourself up, by you cleaning your spirituality up, by you becoming this wholesome, wholehearted priestesses, goddesses, spiritualists, uh, mogwai, bokus, and all this shit, can you depend on the person next to you to offer you guidance, to offer you a hand up, to offer you a hug when you in your dark element? When you thinking like a bitch done piss you off and you want to hex the fuck out of them, is there anybody you can truly depend on to give constructive criticism? Say, hey, don't do that. That you better than that. You better than that. I look up to you as a good person. Don't do that. You better. You'll look at that person and say, why shouldn't I? And you'll question that person and you will drill that person and you'll look at that person with the side eye. Maybe they working with the person. Maybe they got something against me. You know how heartbreaking that is, how lonely that is. Again, I'm speaking from experience. I'm transparent. These are the emotions I've been feeling. This is why I'm in that motherfucking closet. This is why I'm turning off my phone. This is why I'm not replying to emails, texts, and fucking phone calls. Because I'm in that dark area where I don't know who I can depend on anymore. I'm isolating myself. Because I know I need work, people. I know I need help, people. I know I need to know how to love again, how to feel again, how to be vulnerable again. I don't have that because I've only had myself for so long and I've only been taught to worship myself, to appreciate myself, to get it the way I get it because ain't nobody built like me and can't nobody do it like me. And I can't depend on nobody to be me. You got the same indoctrination, people. And if I go to bed crying at night and I'm all motherfucking enlightened, if I go to bed crying at night sad, and I wake up in the morning, don't know why tears rolling down my eyes before my foot hit the edge of the bed, I'm got tears rolling down my eyes and my life is fucking good. What do you think it is? This because we realize something has been taken from us. And if that thing that's been taken from us, I come to realize, Spirit told me, it's the ability to depend on somebody. Because we all get weak and we all cry. From the moment we were born as little babies from our mama. When we cried, we needed somebody to comfort us. We needed somebody we could depend on to get us to a good age where we can take care of ourselves. But science say when that kid get to be 13, 14, when they can fend for themselves, parents kick them out the nest, get rid of them, throw them away. That's robbery, people. I needed my mama all the way up till I was 40 some years old until she passed. No matter the situation, I needed my father. I needed my grandma. I needed my mate, my wife, my spouse. I needed y'all. I needed my friends. But I realized because of the shit, the trauma that I went through, I couldn't be me. I couldn't depend on anybody. It made me a hell of a man. It made you a hell of a person. It made you strong, independent. Gave you your style, your swag, your sex appeal, your sexuality. It gave it. You gave yourself that. But imagine how it'd feel if you had somebody you could depend on. Right now, we're going through all these gender wars. And I'm going to talk about it. We're going through these gender wars where everybody is changing genders nowadays because we have nobody to depend on when we do the change. So now, if you choose to trans yourself, whether I agree with it or not, you choose to trans yourself, you come out on the other end of that spectrum angry when you make that transformation. You're angry. You got to beat your chest. You got to be proud in what the fuck you did. Because the world is such a me only place that nobody can wrap their arms around you and say, God damn, you took a major step to make that transformation. It was hard. Something I couldn't think about doing, but you did. I'm loving you and embracing you for it. Or for somebody to stay their organic selves and somebody to say, you made a hard fucking choice to stay your organic self. I'm proud of you. But we don't get that on either end of the spectrum. Even when we come from being rock hard street niggas and gangsters and pimphead and bitches and hoes and prostitutes, we make the change. Only time we get a hug is from the priest of the church. And that come with giving your soul to Jesus Christ. So is it organic? Nobody walk up to the hooker on the street and say, sister, you overcame your burdens. Brother, you overcame your shit. I'm proud of you. Depend on me to be proud of you no matter what's going on in your life. We don't get it because we don't think it exists. But it exists, people. It just have been robbed from us. They took it. They took the one thing that's making us human. It ain't our fucking carbon print. It ain't our fucking souls. It ain't our minds. It's the ability to form community. Because we can't depend on anybody anymore. And if they know, if they break that, they took that, and they say depend on something outside of yourself. Don't depend on your brothers and sisters. Don't depend on your kids. Don't depend on nothing. Only you matter. You matter. You matter. We can never form a unity to beat the oppressors. And it's sad. And the sadness you feeling right now, 90% of the time, if you look inside yourself, that is why. Because sometimes people, we need somebody to rely on. We need somebody that we can depend on, but we can't form a connection properly. Because we don't know the underhanded agenda behind it. We don't know what's coming next and what's there for. So we go on being strong, lonely. It's lonely at the top. We can amass all this spiritual awareness. We can read all the books, listen to all the audio tapes, and we can get to that point. I get it. We can get to that point. I get it. But when you up there, you change. And you realize that can't nobody get to where you at. And then you see yourself lonely. Now then you have to get back down in the dirt with people just to get a association. It happened to Jesus Christ. It happened to Gandhi. It even happened to the great Buddha. Had to get down in the dirt to see where man come from again. Jesus Christ, his daddy, the Bible says his daddy sent him here because he wanted him to know. Thor daddy, I'm telling you how it worked. Thor daddy sent him here so he could walk amongst the humans to learn. Cause Thor say, I can't depend on my brothers. These people got power equal to his, if not greater. Just different variations of it. You got to come there to learn how the lower level do things so you can understand where you come. And when every time a deity come here, they fall in love with us. They fall in love with the low level life forms because they realize as low as we are in the scum, in the dirt, under the ground, under the earth, God damn it, we form community. The human will thrives and we will help out anybody. We are charitable by nature because we understand in order to survive on this rock, in this dimension that we're in, we need each other. But when the gods, and this is my personal belief, when the gods, the saints, the deities came down and they start fucking with us, procreating with us, having intercourse with us, dealing with us, eating with us, enjoying life with us, having our human experience, they go back up top and they say, hey man, I'm in love with them people. And then they look at their brothers and sisters and they say, you guys got all this power. Why do you have such hatred for humanity? And they say, because they lower than us, they can't trust us. We the gods, we elevated. Some of us spiritualists right now are doing the same thing. People who ain't saved, people who ain't woke to the spiritual being, we sitting up on our high fucking horse saying they can never be me. They can never do what I do. Because they don't eat like I eat. They don't think like I think. They don't pray like I pray. So they low level. And then you go and you say, well, I'm finna talk to these low level people. These low vibration. Instead of saying low level, I use what spiritualists use. Let me go entertain these. Entertain these. Notice you have an agenda. Let me go entertain these low vibrational ass people. And then you get down and you entertaining these low vibrational ass people, and you realize they make you laugh. You realize you're enjoying life. You realize that they still doing the shit you can't do, and you find joy in it. Man, that motherfucker just sat up there and smoked the whole blunt. Bitch, I ain't smoked weed in 13, 1500 years. And you're looking at how they acting. Oh man, that lady just helped somebody get up. That lady just helped somebody survive. And you say, damn, when the last time I picked somebody up? I'm all spiritual. I can't touch nobody because their energy may transfer to me and they may be yucky. I don't know what demons they dealing with. Sound familiar? People, we have been robbed. We have been robbed of our ability to form connections with people. We have been robbed of our ability to depend on each other. And it's by design. Well, I'm sick of crying, people. I'm sick of being sad. I'm sick of not knowing who I can trust, who I can depend on. I'm tired of holding everybody at arm's length. I'm tired. Fucking disgusted with it. I'm disgusted with myself. I'm disgusted with the powers that be that took my shit from me. I'm just tired, people. I want friends. I want people I can trust. I want people I can depend on. Because when I get these major ideas, I have to come to YouTube and tell you guys. And I don't get a damn response back. It's just me talking to a camera. I could ship the comments a little bit. I can get a thank you or Baron, you was right. I can get that and I can appreciate it. But where is the dialogue, the back and forth? Well, if you thought about this, I had a vision about this too. Let's rock it. I did a reading the other night, and ever since that reading, I've been in my feelings of this energy. I met somebody who started way after I did, but whose purpose is so motherfucking big I couldn't imagine. And I went to sleep after that reading in the dream that I got on live and told you guys about, where I met all my ancestors and I was in the water and they kicked me out and I saw this big ass giant water being that was meaning to that I had to stop from destroying a nation, or I had to free, or some shit I had to do. I can't remember. But I know I spoke about it. Person I spoke to the other day said it was their particular purpose to free that thing. I couldn't imagine, because in my dream I was this big and that thing was super duper. I couldn't imagine it, but that person imagined it and accepted it. I think that's somebody I could depend on, because that person ideology was greater than mine. That person's purpose superseded something I could never think about. So I'm gonna do everything I can to assist that person. I'm gonna let that person know they can depend on me to hold my word. As spiritualists, we need to do better. We need to do better. We need to learn to depend on each other, not for favors, not for just puss, dick, not for just prosperity work. We need to be able to depend on each other to bounce these downloads that we're getting from each other. I mean, getting from spirit off each other, so that we can make sense of them. But people, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of being a loner. I'm sick of being a spiritual loner. I'm finna take my power back and realize that I can depend on somebody. Am I afraid that I may get hurt in the process? Am I afraid I may be betrayed? Am I afraid that I may be left holding the bag? Sure the fuck is. I ain't gullible or naive, but it's worth a try to see who you can like, depend on, mesh with. Because that dependability thing was stolen, people, and I'm telling you some shit. It was stolen. We didn't give it up. We didn't choose to be so hard. It's so bad that man and woman can't even depend on each other in a relationship. You got all these alpha males and bitter bitches and passport bros and all this other shit, man. Everybody's sitting up there, I can't trust them. Or they gonna fuck up. Women gonna be women. Men gonna be hoes and dogs and shit. Bitch, we all hoes and dogs. Before we find the one that we give a heart to, we all out for self. Until we think it not robbery to mesh with somebody, we all out for it. Do that make that woman a bad woman because she weighed her options? No. Do that make him a bad man because he weighing his options now? No. That make them people realists. And if you feel you can depend on that person, or that person can provide you with something in your life, you give a chance to that person, and you help that person unpack, and you help that person do what the fuck they need to do. Yeah, it's a possibility that person may fuck you over, hurt your feelings, cheat on you, betray you, steal from you. Life is life, such is. But the problem is, if we don't feel we can depend on each other, we gonna always be separate. If we ain't gotta get nothing out the deal just to let somebody know they depend on us. I tell a sister, quit. You all right with me, sister? Bless you, sister. Love you, sister. I don't know them people name. I see a brother on the street, brother. You make it. You make it at all any cost. God damn it, you making it. If I can help you, shoot at me. May not can help you financially, but damn it, if you can need to bounce something off of me, need some insight. If you ever see me again and you're going through something, pull me aside. Quick 15-minute conversation ain't gonna kill me. I offer that to people. And I was surprised that a lot of people would see me in the store and be like, man, let me talk to you. Remember, so and so was going on with this, right? What you think? And I don't forgot how they say, yeah, if I ever see you again, you told me to run some shit past you. But goddamn it was God, it was fate, it was spirit that I ran into your ass in this store. I want some, and I sit up there and I say, well, I give them a good opinion. Hey man, look at it like this. Both sides of the token. Now, which one of them bitches you ready to go to? Which one of them motherfuckers you ready to rock with to put your all in so you can survive this situation, that situation? Now that person leaves me with the sense that I depended on that brother to give me good advice. Sisters do it too in the store. People text me and I give them good advice. And I be like, man. And I'm doing that because I'm tired. People, I'm tired of being so hard. I'm tired of being so isolated. This shit is lonely. Being a spiritualist is the loneliest fucking thing you're gonna do. That's why they say shamans live by themselves in the field. They live in huts and shit. It's lonely. Because nobody can understand you. And the only reason nobody can understand us as spiritualists, us as a gender, us as a culture, because we ain't trying to depend on people in our own realm, our own sect, our own culture to help us through our ideals, to help us through our situations and folly. We rather give it to a unknown being, somebody that we never seen, never heard, never touched, never taste. And we say, hey, help us, spirit, deity, entity. And we wait for a response and for a response till the trouble knock on our doorstep and we have to figure the shit out for ourselves. Then we say, oh, that was all me. I knew I couldn't depend on nobody because nobody on the planet helped. But did you ask somebody on the planet to help? Did you ask your neighbor? Did you ask your brother? Did you ask your sister? Did you ask your wife? Did you ask your husband? Did you ask your mate? Hell, did you ask your children? Did you ask your preacher? No, because we can't depend on anybody flesh and blood. So we ask the entity. And the entity rarely get back into us. We have to figure this shit out on our own. But right now, if I got something I can't understand, I'm not asking no goddamn entity. Them entities work for me. This is my universe. Y'all get my intentions done. That's what you use them entities for, your intention. But when I need spiritual advice, I'm calling a spiritualist. When y'all need spiritual advice, y'all call me. When I need it, I'm calling somebody else. Hell, I may call you. Hey, we talked last week and I gave you a reading. I need to give me your cash app because I need to know how much you gonna charge me because I got a question because my soul say I can trust you to give me the proper answer. And I'm gonna go back and forth. This is what I made for the new year. This is my plan. I don't know it all. You don't know it all. But I'm finna take my power back. And I'm finna realize I got somebody I can depend on out there in the world that knows something that I don't know. People, you better take heed to what I'm saying. Because I'm sick and tired of crying at night. I'm sick and tired of being sad in the morning. I'm sick and tired of walking up the road and just driving up the road and tears coming down my eyes and I can't think of one thing I'm sad about. Only thing I could say, something was stolen from me. Something is lost. They took something. Who is they? We don't even know who they is. We'll put it on the government. We'll put it on the devil. I'm tired, people. You should be tired too. You should be tired too. I do 9 readings a day for people. 9 readings a day. 4 days a week. 9 readings a day. 4 days a week. Residual sticks to me. And I see all y'all bad. I see all y'all good. And I see y'all potential. Spirit allows me to see that. And I see the pain you're going through. And I may make a joke. I may lighten the load. I may try to make you smile. But I see the pain y'all people in when y'all call me. I can't help but see it. And then I say, this person has nobody they can depend on. So I make promises. And I say, if you need to reach me, you know how. If you ever need to talk, hit that button. May not get back with you, immediately. But once I go down them emails and them lists, I'll get back with you, I promise. I become something somebody can depend on. But then I look around, I ain't got nobody I can depend on. And it get lonely. Because I be needing some questions answered. I be needing somebody I could kick the bobo with on days when I just feel like conversating. Sometimes I sit up there and say, I'll pay for it. I'll pay it. What's your cash out? Let me cash out. You just talked to me. You just did something good for me. Now, let me book you. Let me schedule you a free reading, goddammit. I appreciate you. Because I be needing that. Just like y'all need it. So to all my spiritualists out there, get your shit together. We can't do it by ourselves. We got to have people we depend on. Everybody, man, we got to have somebody we can depend on. If we let the government, the powers that be, our own personal belief, whatever, steal that shit of dependency away from us, it's a hell of a form of isolation. And it is not good for nobody. Appreciate it, OC. Exquisite taste, you know it. Well, day of love, how you doing? People, I know I came to you on a Sunday. Fun day, relaxing, chill day. But I just had to get that off my chest. Thank you, Miss Dickerson. Just had to get that off my chest. Because I realized what was stolen. And it's most shit that was stolen from us. But the one that was stolen, our ability to form a connection, to form a community, to depend on one another. They stole that bitch, and that was the keystone that held us together as a spiritual community, as a unit, as a people, as a culture. And it ain't about black and white because they stole it from the white people. They stole it from the Indian people, the Hindus. They stole it from every culture. The powers that be, whoever it is, I can't call it. They stole it. They took it. And they say you can't depend on your fellow man. You can't depend on none of them. Depend on yourself. Make yourself strong. Walk through your own burden. Hold yourself up. And I remember as a child, I would watch all the Rambo movies, the Rocky movies, all of the action, combat, hit Van Damme and shit. You walk in, you look at the movies, and these people fight millions of motherfuckers, millions of battles. They going through a whole 3-story building, whooping ass. 30, they done threw 15 million people ass against the wall, broke neck, arms and shit. And they done survived all that shit. All on the way down to get out of that situation. And they see that one person, that ally that they could depend on. and they put their arm around that person, and the person help them to the helicopter, or help them to the car, or help them somewhere to the hospital, and then they die. You done survived 8 gunshots, 3 knife wounds, radiation, and a fucking missile. Just when somebody grab your hand and put you across their back and they shoulder, you die. Get into the ambulance. You die. Get into the hospital. You die. You fall weak. You can't walk no more. My daddy was military, Army Rangers, Ninth Division Roaches. That joker crawled on his stomach, defused landmines, and he couldn't take the land. I mean, he couldn't leave the landmine there because the enemy might come back in and remind them. So he was the guys crawling on their stomach, diffusing this shit back in the war. So he had to put them bitches in a bag and drag them bitches with him. So one straight bullet could hit one of them landmines and evaporation, baby. He said he saw several of his friends explode, disintegrate from carrying them bags because they didn't defuse this landmine and there was one right there and they stepped on it and the explosion just took them out. He was lucky. And I remember this story he told me. He said after crawling on his stomach, knee pads worn down, stomach pad worn down, and y'all probably didn't even know they had this type of job in the military, but back in Vietnam and all them wars, they did. He said when he got to the base or to a place of clearance, he said the first thing his lieutenant and army buddies wanted to do was come and pick him up off the ground. He said, stay back. And he got up with the bag. And he took an extra hour to set the explosives in the crates and shit, the diffuse ones, to make sure nobody else got hurt. And he said he rode in the Jeep without any assistance. He didn't speak. Nobody could touch him. He said when everything was secure and he got to the base, say then he would just break down and cry. But that was his job for 12 years in the military, people. He said he never accepted help because he realized that if he would have accepted help, putting those landmines up, they could have made a mistake and exploded them. He couldn't depend on nobody to pick him up off the ground after crawling 3 miles, diffusing shit, people. He said, son, that was the loneliest time of my life. This is how we're operating. We diffusing so many landmines as spiritualists, as people, as a community, as a whole, and we can't depend on nobody to help us, to pick us up. We don't trust them enough to help us get there faster. That man said he cried every time he went out on a mission. He made it back, but he cried. He never let nobody help him. He said all the time he wasted. I don't want to be my dad. I don't want to have a contingency plan for a contingency plan and fight this battle alone. I don't want to. I want friends. I want family. I want support system. I want it. I want to have somebody I can depend on. And I'm not saying I don't depend on my old lady, because she there for me. I need people I can depend on. You need people you can depend on. I ain't lacking nothing in my life, people. I got a good fucking life. I just feel like the energy that allowed me to depend on people has been robbed from me. It has been robbed from you. And this may not hit you. It may not mean shit to you. I don't give a fuck if this video get 1,000,000 thumbs down or no shares at all. Long as you hear me. People, take your power back and learn how to build a community. Learn how to build a spiritual system. Learn how to build a spiritual connection. Learn how to love family again. Learn how to understand who you are. Learn how to help people without wanting something in return. Let's break this programming that we can't depend on nobody. We ain't got to give them 100% loyalty and trust. I'm not saying be a fool, But we damn sure ain't gotta shield nobody out and isolate them either. Give them their chance to get a blessing from the universe by helping you. And you get more blessings by helping them. Let them help you figure out your pain point. You could depend on that person for just that, if not something else. Yeah, let's beat Idris Elba ass. Let's jump in. I'm the best looking man on the fucking planet, Idris Elba, punk ass. I'm Black Superman, Idris Elba. If you see this bitch, I know you watching me. In my mind, Idris Elba is watching my channel. He's like, I hate the Baron. I hate him. Always calling me out. He just want my money. Shut up, Idris Elba. I'll jump you. Let me say I'm bullshitting because Idris Elba will put a lawsuit on your ass. So I'm bullshitting Idris Elba. You said it, Byron. You said it. You threatened me. Say I'm going to sue you. This British talking ass. Get out of here, man. He was okay with me. I liked all his movies till he said he was Black Superman. Black Superman. Thank you, OC, for reminding me how much I don't like Idris Elba calling himself Black Superman. Everybody, how you feeling today? Y'all all right? Y'all doing good? Yeah, I'm gonna keep my foot on his neck. Alicia K. Everybody, I just had to come to you. I hope that didn't bring you down. I just want you guys to understand. I hope it didn't bring you down. I hope it gave you some insight. I wasn't trying to make you depressed or sad. I just wanted to share what I've been meditating on. That's all. Michael J, you rocking with me, man. Michael J said he was new to the crowd the other night. Appreciate you, Michael J, for rocking with me, man. I really do. Tribe, I have a server up for us. I hear that. Crystal. Unfortunately, feeling similar to you today, but glad you voiced where you are because we all hear you and see you. Appreciate it, Santi. I'm actually having a great day making music and creating, blocking out the BS. There you go, Black Karma. Rocket. Make me feel like I'm not going through a punishment after all. There we go. I do need to take more vacation, shit. But I ain't going to Israel, and I'll leave it at that. I ain't never going back to that place. I hear that. Thank you, LaShondra. I do this every Sunday. I hear that. Martha Dawson, what's up? Thank you, Oshuna. Appreciate it. X-Man Unite. And I was doing this in the mirror when I was exercising this morning. I was doing this X-Man shit. I was doing this straight up. I'm surprised you said that. What's all this sticky shit on me? Oh, I built my chicken coop over. I'm finna get more chicken. I guess that's the debris. Oh, it does feel like an ancestor prayer. Trust me, tomorrow's ancestor prayer is gonna be very similar, but more hard hitting. Thank you, Bear. Thank you, Bear Sugar. Ah, oh shit! Before I forget, I'm finna get off. Everybody, Tarot Tuesday will be a week early. It will be this coming Tuesday because next Tuesday I have something planned. So Tomorrow is Monday, which is today is the 5th. Tomorrow is the 6th. So the 7th, Tarot Tuesday for the Patreon on the 7th. Uh, I want to say 7:30 or 8:30. I forget when I start, but I'll look at the thing. But you guys will get the alert. So Tarot Tuesday that day. Then that coming Saturday will be, I don't know if, yeah, that coming Saturday will be the teaching. And I'm finalizing the lesson now on the board over there. So it will be the teaching. So this Tarot Tuesday won't be the second Tuesday. So who all see this, I'm just reminding you guys so you guys don't be like, oh, Baron, we forgot. Thank you, Renee G. But yeah, that's all I want to say. What's up, cuz? Oh, tell my cuz I say what up, Lade. Yeah, so we gonna do this, y'all. We gonna heal ourselves and we gonna get what they stole back from us to the best of my ability. If I could get it back and help you guys get it back, I'm gonna do it. Cause they done took too much from us, and it's one thing to heal our ancestor line, but damn it, we got to start healing ourselves too. And I realize now it has to be a duality thing. It has to go both ways, man. It have to be simultaneously. I want to go live this Thursday and talk about a very controversial topic, and I'm gonna fucking do it. What the hell? If they cancel this page, I got True Spook. I start going live on that bitch. This Thursday, I got some controversial shit I'm gonna talk to. I make sure I put out the dates and everything when it's gonna be. But yeah, we gonna get to the bottom of this shit. Everybody, well, I got some people to talk to. I got some stuff. Hey, everybody, before I go, check it out. I wanna tell you guys this is the book I'm gonna be reading this week. This is from Inga Harris. This is her book. She thought it not robbery to send it to me. Uh, I'm gonna read this week. This is what I'll be reading, and it's a very emotional read because we talked about it. So I'm gonna read it, and I'm gonna talk to you guys about it. I'm gonna devote a full live video to talking to you guys about what this book represent, my insight on her life, and this is volume one, people. So that means she got several more volumes, but I think this is gonna be crazy. So she sent it to me. Thank you, Miss Harris. I'm gonna take a look at it, see what's going on, read it, and I'm gonna give you my honest opinion. And I'm gonna tell the tribe about it, and hopefully, once y'all hear this, y'all go and support this sister. I don't know if she's selling it. She didn't tell me if she's selling on Amazon or not, but I'm gonna read it and just give you a synopsis. But y'all support her because she's doing her thing. Y'all know me. I don't charge people to promote their stuff, man. It's this spiritual world is ours, man. If we can't help each other, who the fuck can we help? Everything is not about a dollar sometimes. If you got a book and you want me to promote it on the channel, say I tell people to check it out. I will read it as well. But this is her book. And she sent it to me, so I'm gonna give it an honest read and give an honest opinion on it. And that's that. Everybody. Oh, I'm just talking shit. I got this box, right? I tried this box because I was looking for this crazy ass fruit, right? So I ordered this box from Miami Fruit. They don't sponsor me for this shit, right? I ordered this box from Miami Fruit, and they got some crazy shit in here. This is a rock apple. I never had one of these bitches. I'm finna eat that bitch. I ate the sour sap yesterday. I just cracked that bitch open all over my face and my beard. Tastes pretty fucking good. And surprisingly, all these weird shits taste like orange mixed with banana and vanilla ice cream or some shit. It's just a weird flavor. I didn't like the chocolate pudding thing that all looked like brown chocolate shit. One, it fucked up my teeth and my beard and shit. I'm like, too remind me too much of boo boo. So I'm not gonna eat that. So that bitch got trash, but it probably tastes like pudding. I just can't fuck with it. But I got a lot of crazy shit in here. So I'm gonna be fucking with this box. Oh, y'all could tell them, hey, the Baron ripping your shit. Get a nigga a sponsorship, cause this is fruit, this is healthy, and it's exotic shit too. So I'm gonna try it. So everybody keep asking me about the mushrooms when I'm gonna try the mushroom. I gotta be in a very comfortable position because I'm gonna do them by myself, and I need to be watched because my mind is out there, and I don't want to be running up the road like Martin Lawrence and White Tighty Whitey talking about they gonna kill me. That's the shit. I don't need to be in that zone, but I'm gonna try them. Oh, they after me. The Tiger Man. So I'm gonna try it, but I gotta make sure everything is set up properly. Cause I know I'm gonna see some shit. Hell, I got on two Delta 8 gummies and we're talking to the five plutonic solids. So what you think them shrooms gonna do to my ass? So I'll let y'all know. Ah, they after me. They trying to kill me. Wake up. Don't be the same. Have a little purple must on my shoulder. Hey man, now you know what you did when you were 12. Shut up! Don't talk to me. Don't. I'm kind of afraid. I don't want to go crazy. The Baron, I'm already up here dealing with everybody down, everybody, every entity on the planet, and everybody else. So I don't want to go. So I'm gonna try it though. I'm gonna try the smallest little piece I fucking can. So. Y'all crazy this damn shit, man. The most I did was marijuana and a Delta gummy. I would be lying if I told you guys I wasn't afraid to try the mushrooms. Don't rush to take them. No, I'm not Norley. You're a neuroscientist, so I will listen to you. You deal with the brain, baby. If you say don't rush, Norley that's a neurological. That's a thing. I'm gonna take my time and work my way up. Crystal, I will be sending you something. I'm not gonna tell you who told me to send it to you because you guys, I'm pretty sure when that person is ready, they will reveal themselves. But somebody told me to send you something. I still have your address from the order. I will be sending you something in the mail tomorrow. Okay, so be on the lookout of it. I mean, be on the lookout for it. Uh, and that's all I say about that. When you are in better, yeah, I try when I'm in better spirits. You're right. I don't even do Mary Jane. The first time you thought you were just high, you were talking to spirit. Listen, man, this shit get crazy. I'm feeling good, Eddie Royal. I was feeling good. I'm feeling a hell of a lot better. I just wanted to share you guys what Spirit told me how I was being robbed and how I had been robbed. And they say you're not the only one. Everybody has been robbed of this energy. And we just need to get it back just by trying to love one another, just by trying to depend on ourselves, each other, making ourselves vulnerable enough to, you know, be with each other again. So that's that. Well, I'm finna let you guys go. Whew, I'm finna let you guys go. So remember, everything is this week. The Tarot Tuesday for the Patreons and the class this week coming. Well, Sunday is the first day. So this week, everything, you guys will get the information, the notices, and we'll go from there. All right, everybody on the Baron, telling you guys to trust the you in the universe because at the end of the day, that's all you got. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all. Soul Tribe. Much love, good people.